Hey guys, Henry here, and today we're going to be talking about the film Booksmart and whether it's worth a watch. Booksmart is Olivia Wilde's directorial debut and follows two best friends, Molly, played by Beanie Feldstein, and Amy, played by Kaitlyn. Two conservative and driven girls that sacrificed their senior year of high school to focus on their studies so that they'd be able to go to the college of their choice. The plot of the film revolves around Molly and Amy trying to go to their first party before graduation, and madness ensues. But this film isn't just some raunchy teen comedy. It actually has a lot of class, and subverts a lot of the typical teen movie tropes. A big part of the film is Amy dealing with her queerness, and it's not about her journey to realizing she likes girls and coming out, but rather her struggle after having come out to find a genuine connection with someone. She most definitely isn't defined as a gay character by any means, and that's one of the charms of the film. There's an extremely diverse cast with Latinos, Asians, Caucasians, African Americans, queers, the list goes on, and none of them play stereotypical roles that align with what has traditionally been shown on screen to be representative of those groups. Another subversion was the trope of the bully. There wasn't any one character that just wanted to make it a hard time for everyone. All the characters had their own motivations, and if there was some element of bullying, it wasn't a result of some just irrational anger or hatred, rather as a result of teenagers actually not liking each other. So essentially, there was no antagonist in this film, and this sort of reflects reality. We don't all have mortal enemies, we just have some people we might not see eye to eye with, who don't share the same views and values as us. That doesn't make anyone the good or the bad guy. However, overall, while I did like that this film had a fresh spin on teen comedies, I didn't feel like I connected or enjoyed this movie as many other people have. People are saying it's the female version of Superbad, or it's even better than Superbad, when I personally just don't feel it's nearly as good. But I do feel it is a bit unfair to compare the two, because Superbad just went balls deep for gags and laughs, while Booksmart attempts to give a more progressive spin on the coming-of-age story. I never felt aligned with Molly as a character. I felt that she was really unlikable, selfish, and self-absorbed. I do feel that if we have to follow a character in basically every scene, they have to have some redeeming qualities. And while she does go through some emotional growth by the end of the film, I just wasn't really invested in her. So I just didn't really care. On the other hand, Amy was a far more interesting character. You could feel her genuineness jumping right out at you. She was a character that was easy to root for. In general, the pacing was a little off. Some beats just didn't flow well, and some elements seemed to be brushed off very quickly. There were lots of moments where I felt that I maybe missed something, and as a result of the jankiness of the pace, the plot seemed to accelerate without real reason. I feel like they must have cut bits and pieces out for time, but those bits probably would have contributed to the overall cohesiveness of the film. The plot moved forward unnaturally, and in the end, the character growth didn't feel earned, in my opinion. I also must say that I didn't really find it all that funny. Don't get me wrong, there were definitely some laugh out loud moments, but for the most part, it was just quiet chuckles. The other characters that Molly and Amy interact with throughout the film are pretty meh, not interesting. They all seem to be part of Molly and Amy's story, and not necessarily interesting individually. The foundation for those characters was definitely there, but it was never really fleshed out. Olivia Wilde definitely directed some really cool sequences, and there was a variety of different stylistic choices that she made throughout the film, and they all added to the film in really interesting ways. And those moments really stuck with me. So I'm pretty keen to see what other projects she takes on in the future. So, if you're looking for something fresh and new in the genre of teen comedies, then Booksmart is definitely worth a watch. But if you're just looking for a laugh-out-loud comedy, something's gonna make your belly hurt, then I don't think this film is necessarily for that. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you've seen Booksmart, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.